is somewhat negligible.
Tom, what is the actual tax rate per thousand? Now the increase.
It'll go up per thousand for, as I said, for every percentage point of the increase on the levy, it'll go up approximately $5.
But you don't have it written down what is the actual per $1,000?
Well, can you tell us? Can you tell us?
No, I don't know
Why
what
not?
it is. That's why I'm asking you.
I should have got the assessor up here.
Right, I mean, that's important. People are going to want to know that. Also, why are we cutting Walt's salary? We went through this last year, too.
Other salaries have been cut.
And this is a personal vendetta. We are not supposed to be cutting his salary.
Well, I tell you what, Sue, what we're going to do, we're going to give you we're going to give you the case law on it, okay?
I'd like to see it because I'd like to know how the town attorney, we paid him to do the research.
You will get the case law.
Okay, and you paid him to do the research.
You will get the case law.
Yeah, well, I want it. It's a personal vendetta. It was a calculated decision on your part, and you know it.
You know what, something? I've been sitting up here for 2 years.
I have too.
Yeah, and 2 years listening to you for somebody who's been on this board and has done absolutely nothing. You have not made a, how dare me, how dare you?
Yes, how dare you?
And I told you, you have not made a positive contribution to this administration in any shape or form. You sat here.
I have prevented you from doing many crazy things by speaking about what the public wants to have done.
Susan, you have not been in my office in over a year and a half.
And we all know I will never be in your office behind closed doors.
Well, that's your choice.
Yeah, it's not my choice when somebody
You have not come into my office.
I won't. Well, I told you, contact me through email.
That's fine. That's fine. You don't want to come into my office. Everybody else comes into my office and they discuss issues. You don't.
No.
You discuss things when you get up on the dais.
Yes, and that's where I have to do it.
That's your choice.
It's the only option I have.
But you have made no positive contribution to this administration.
I absolutely have. I've prevented you from doing crazy things.
Tell me one crazy thing, Sue. Go ahead.
Planning board.
Go ahead.
Site plan. Yeah, right, and it's ridiculous. Can you imagine if we took site plan approval away from the planning board? Is anybody here capable of doing it? No.
Well, you said that you didn't want to get involved.
Not that I didn't want to get involved. We weren't trained to do it. We are not trained. Please.
We had 1 year to get training.
And now you're on a personal vendetta to see what
that is your opinion.
I know it. And there's a lot of things that could be changed in here in this budget. And another thing, wait a minute, I have the microphone, Robert's Rules.
Friday, Robert's Rules.
Yes, it is Robert's Rules.
No, it's called Susan's Rules.
No, Robert's Rules. I have the microphone.
Yeah, okay.
Friday, I was told, or is it Thursday, I was not allowed, it's Friday, I was not allowed to have a copy of the budget that you were working on, which is incorrect.
According to who?
According to Robert Friedman, I called him and he checked. As of September 30th, this is the supervisor's budget. After that is the town board's budget.
You had a preliminary budget, and you tell Mr. Freeman's office, bogus, okay. And you tell Mr. Freeman's office only what you want them to know. This was a work in progress.
He's well aware of you, and he knows. Yeah, he's heard it from other people too.
Yeah, okay. It's always other people. I know. And you got. Yes. I know you got hundreds of phone calls. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, okay.
Anyway, we're wasting the public's time, Tom. But this.
Susan, you have wasted our time for 2 years.
I can't wait till December 30th.
Neither can I, Sue.
Yep.
Neither can this town.
Mr. Kakish, you are out of order.
So are you.
No, you're no.
For the past 2 years.
You have. Oh, you really want to talk about something? You never voted in an election, and then you come here and you're critical. You never voted in the Hyde Park election.
for the past...
No, this is not...
You brought me
Look,
into it, I'll come up to
no,
you.
you
For the
brought yourself
past 2
into
years,
it.
for the past 2 years, you've done nothing but spend our taxpayers' money. You come up with a budget that was first, number one, was bogus, that you didn't even plan on running.
How would you
Then
know?
you have something here that you were cowardly because you didn't want to make the tax cuts to make sure that people are able to afford their living. This is what you're doing, sir, okay? You being here for 2 years has ruined this town, has caused chaos. December 31st, you will be through, and I am so happy. You are the person that made me want to come here and run. Thank you.
Oh, Mr. Kakish, by the way, I noticed that you were wearing a windbreaker yesterday that said Joe Kakish, Town Supervisor.
Yes, just
Was
like...
was the election held already?
Excuse me.
And we didn't...
Elections will be November 8th, so if you want to go out and vote, we appreciate your support, too.
Vote for you?
Whomever you like, but you know what? It's a democracy, and you can vote for whoever you like.
Finally, you realize that it's a democracy. Thank you, Mr. Kakish.
You'll realize that, too.
Now that you have said what you had to say, I would like to make a motion